Doamna Chiajna remains a powerful figure in Romanian history, feared, admired, and ruthless. The only woman to lead an army to victory, she was always ahead of her enemies until fate turned. After losing power, her fate is unclear. Some say she lived as a poor woman in exile, while others suggest she thrived in the Ottoman Empire. This is the story of her rise, her schemes, her downfall, and the mystery surrounding her final years. Born around 1525, Chiajna was the daughter of Petru Rareș, Prince of Moldavia, son of Stefan the Great, and his first wife, Doamna Maria, whose origins remain unknown. As the granddaughter of the legendary Stefan the Great, she carried royal blood. After her mother's death in 1520, she was raised by her stepmother, Doamna Elena, daughter of Jovan Branković, despot of Serbia. In 1546, when she was 21 years old, she married Mircea Ciobanul, ruler of Wallachia and great-nephew of Vlad the Impaler, a union which would shape both her fate and that of an entire nation. Together, they had 7 children, 3 sons, Petru, Mircea and Radu, and 4 daughters, Anca, Alexandra, Marina and Dobra. Chiajna's husband, Mircea the Shepherd, was known for his unstable reign, marked by his struggle to maintain power amidst the shifting political dynamics of the time, particularly the influence of the Ottoman Empire. Mircea's brutal tactics, particularly his treatment of the boyars, made him feared and despised by many. His sudden death in 1554 left Lady Chiajna to navigate a turbulent political landscape on her own. Chiajna found herself a widowed mother of 7 with a main objective, securing the throne for her eldest son, Petru cel Tânăr, who was almost 13 years of age. But the path to power was dangerous. The boyars exiled in Transylvania by her late husband saw their chance for revenge. From their refuge, they raised an army and marched towards Bucharest, determined to reclaim control. Chiajna was no ordinary widow, she was a fighter. Using diplomacy and military force, she led 3 battles in 1559, winning decisively at Boianu with Ottoman support. On October 24, her son Petru was confirmed as ruler, but in reality, she held the power. To secure her family's rule, Chiajna arranged strategic marriages. In 1561, she betrothed her son Petru to Elena, daughter of a wealthy Transylvanian leader. Their 1563 wedding in Sibiu had the Prince of Transylvania as godfather. However, whether due to political motives or the early birth of their daughter just a few months after the wedding, a circumstance which could have cast doubt on the child's paternity, Chiajna decided to dissolve the marriage and the political alliance, sending Elena back, a decision with lasting consequences as it turned the Prince of Transylvania into her enemy, prompting him a reason to join others in undermining her reputation at the Ottoman court. To secure her son's reign, Chiajna arranged marriages for her daughters but faced scandal when one of her daughters fled with her lover instead of marrying an elderly noble as her mother desired. Chiajna aimed to make her daughter Marina the Lady of Moldavia. In 1562, Despot Vodă, seeking to legitimize his rule, eagerly accepted the match as Marina was a descendant of Stefan the Great. He sent envoys with lavish gifts, and the wedding was set for August 15. However, Chiajna called it off after learning he planned to seize Wallachia for his adoptive brother. A year later, Despot was overthrown and killed, and Alexandru Lăpușneanu reclaimed the throne. Chiajna ruled for her son until 1568, when her enemies turned the Ottomans against her. Chiajna's son, Petru cel Tânăr, was forced to abdicate, was exiled to Asia Minor, and died in Gallipoli. Chiajna went into exile to Aleppo, today a city in Syria, with her children, surviving by trading and weaving. In 1569, a traveler found her in poverty but still fearsome. It was said that she could speak fluently Turkish and Arabic.
I saw in Aleppo an old queen of Wallachia. She is a wise woman who knows Turkish and Arabic well. Because of this, she is highly regarded by her subjects and her entourage, and they believe that God will have mercy on her and will give her back to them, or at least will, in time, send them some consolation.
But this was not the end. She was not going to give up so easy. In exile in the Ottoman Empire, Kajna made a final attempt to regain influence by resorting to bribery. She is said to have offered lavish gifts to two powerful women at the Sultan's court, Safiye Sultan, the influential mother of future Sultan Mehmed III, and Nurbanu Sultan, the esteemed wife of Murad III, hoping they would help her to gain a good relationship with the Sultan. Against all odds, Kajna arranged Dobra's marriage to the future Sultan Murad III. In 1571, Dobra converted to Islam, taking the name Nasperver Hatun. She rose to prominence in the Ottoman court, becoming one of Murad II's consorts and bearing him 3 children. Kajna's strategic move to have her sons Mircea and Radu convert to Islam also ensured their safety and granted her some influence within the empire. After this episode, Kajna disappears from history and nobody knows for sure what happened to her and where she died. It is believed she died in 1588 at the age of 63. Today, Doamna Kajna is remembered as both a hero and a villain. Some see her as a symbol of strength, a woman who refused to be controlled. Others paint her as a ruthless ruler who paid the price for her ambition. Her name is remembered not only in history books, but also in a village near Bucharest which bears her name.